Welcome back, everyone. Today we are making a riff on the Negroni that's a little bit easier to drink, in my opinion. We're making the Contessa. Today we're going to start with 1 ounce of Dry Vermouth, 1 ounce of Aperol. Need a pour spout. See?
In this economy?
I know. And then 1 ounce of gin. We're going to add ice. A little bit more than that, though.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Make sure we dilute about 50%, so we're just going to give this a nice stir. Again, remember, so I am using the spoon side. You can use the teardrop side if you're a little bit newer to bartending and you're just not comfortable stirring your cocktail with the spoon part of it. But we're going to dilute this about halfway from where we started, give or take. Don't forget, we will taste the cocktail as well before we actually put it in the glass to make sure that it's diluted to the right amount. I mean, I wish there could say that there's a perfect dilution for it, but it's kind of about your taste. So I'm going to pause here. We're going to give it a taste, see what we think.
So why you hold your hand weird?
You know what? We're not going to talk about it.
Show the audience.
Whoever said bartending was not dangerous is full of crap. So, fun facts. So, whenever you are doing a peel of any sort, you use what's called a Y peeler. In some point of time as a bartender using a Y peeler, you are going to cut yourself. It's inevitable. If you haven't done it, you haven't been bartending long enough. That's all I'm saying. And this morning, I just got a little too careless. I was trying to rush. It's my own fault. I'm normally much more cautious. And normally it's your pinky. You normally take out your pinky. I took out my palm. So it's awfully tender. I'm just going to throw that out there. Hence why I'm not really using it. Anyway, back to the cocktail.
All right.
We are going to use a BFC. We're going to put that in our rocks glass. And then we're going to use, oh my goodness, our mesh strainer.
A julep.
Julep, thank you. Blood loss, I don't know. We're going to use our julep strainer to hold our ice back. Just put your finger here. Again, if you're not comfortable with the julep, that's totally fine. You can still use a hawthorn strainer and get the correct amount of strain. So whatever you're comfortable with, you can definitely use here. I'm going to use my dreaded lemon peel that I have literally bled for. This one, okay, I didn't make this one.
That's mine.
This is the cameraman's, which is why it's freaking massive. So we're going to express the lemon oil, and then I like to give it a rub around the glass as well, just to make sure that we're going to get that nice smell coming from it. This is not the one that I bled for. Fun fact. The one that I bled for actually didn't really work, which was awesome. So
Threw it in the woods.
I should have thrown it. I should have said, screw you. Oh, look, I still have blood on me over here. Okay, that's exciting. Anyway, we're going to take a lemon twist, and we're just going to kind of hook it on the glass there. I'm going to hook it over here. Go over here. I don't like where you're at. There we go.
There you go.
So we're going to stay. All right. Oh, nope. It fell.
And there we have. Oh, boy.
Today is going very well for me.
I see that.
And I'm just saying. All right. There we have the Contessa. So this is a riff on a Negroni. In theory, it's not quite as bitter because we don't have the Campari. We're using the Aperol instead. We're using a dry vermouth versus a sweet vermouth. So I'm going to taste the cocktail, give you my honest opinion. I'm also going to rate it. 1 is I would have 1, move on to the next cocktail. 5, I would drink this all night, hate myself in the morning. Let's see where we fall today. I'm not a huge Negroni fan, so kind of keep that in mind. Because again, Julian is typically not bitter. I am today. I do really like this cocktail. Again, I'm not a big bitter person. It's not as bitter. The Aperol is a bit sweeter. The dry vermouth actually does make a difference. I feel like the sweet vermouth kind of like makes the Campari explode in a typical Negroni. This is very subtle. The bitterness is still there, but much more subtle. I gotta give this one a 3 out of 5. Because again, I'm not a big bitter person, but this is a good cocktail. This is something I would definitely enjoy and have a second or third for sure versus a standard Negroni. But that's just me. So 3 out of 5 for me. But I want to know what you guys think. So ingredients are going to be listed down below. That way you can build the cocktail right at home. And then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to poke fun of me in the comments because dumb. Just dumb. I'm more annoyed with myself than anything. But feel free to poke fun. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you all at the next pour. Cheers.